Hey guys, it's Nick with Urban Farm Boys, and welcome to my plant room, winter 2024. Ever since we moved into this house almost 4 years ago, I've been taking my plants outside to the front porch for the warm months of the year, and then I move them back inside during the cold months, and I've just moved everybody inside. So here's your little sneak peek behind me, but I wanted to take you guys through the process of everything I did to move my jungle-tastic front porch inside for the winter. So if this kind of video is something you like, please give the video a like so that I know that you're into that kind of thing. And without further ado, well, let's back up a couple of weeks actually. If you haven't seen my plant room before, I'm just going to give you a quick preview of the before. So we have what they call a center hall colonial house. So the front door is there, and then you can kind of walk through the whole house. So you can walk into the living room, and then around is the dining room and kitchen, or you can come through this way, and this is basically the plant and fish room. And then you can go back into the kitchen over there, so you can loop around the whole way. I know not everybody who watches is American, but this is a pretty common layout for American houses. But anyway, these two windows go out to my planted porch. And normally I have a chair here in the summer, spring and summer. I just cleared that out. I got rid of some stuff. And I have these baker's racks here that I just put back on this little piece of furniture. I think I'm going to take the picture from behind because you can't really see it when it's full of plants. And then I put two baker's racks over there, and I put one here in this corner, usually. So this is the before, and then I have the fish tank and this little table here, which I've had forever. But yeah, from here you can kind of see. So I basically just got this room prepped and ready, and I had to buy some new grow lights for one of my baker's racks because the other ones died. I think all the rest of them work, but we'll find out. So I think we're ready to get started. Sorry for the very impromptu lighting here. I wanted to show you a comparison because I just had to buy new grow lights, like I said, for two of my baker's racks. I have 3 additional sets. And I just thought to plug them in side by side and do a comparison. So excuse my counter, I'm working on making some soap here. But these are my old ones. So each set comes with 4 little strip lights, and I just connect them to my baker's racks with zip ties. This is the maximum brightness setting, and they're very bright. 2 things I've noticed about them: they're actually sometimes almost too bright because I leave them on for like 12 hours every day, and some of my plants have like gotten burned and even a little bit like chlorotic from the intensity of them. They're also a little bit unpleasant to see in the background when I'm making videos. You guys might have noticed that over the winter. And then back here, oops, these are the new ones. So they're a little shorter, but not much. There's still 4 of them. Let me flip them all upright. But these are like a harsh white. I'm sure you can see this. And these are more warm. And they have 8 different brightness settings. These only have 4. But look at them just side by side. These seem like they'll give you more light to your plants. They're also out of stock and I can't get them anymore. These are maybe a little more cozy. And the other thing that's cool about these is they come with little magnets. So you can tie them with zip ties, you can mount them with like strips, they come with those as well. But they also come with little magnets that you click into these holes. They don't work very well for my baker's racks because the wires are too far apart, but I love that feature. And I'm a little bit tempted to buy 3 more sets of these and maybe donate those. In the past, I've put all the lights on the baker's racks before I put the plants on them because that makes the most sense. But I might not this year. I might just do my decorating today. Get all the plants in. Because the other thing is, sometimes last year I put some taller plants onto racks that the baker's racks were on, and then I had to remove the zip ties because you had to fold some of the... Anyway, so I might decorate with the plants first, and once I get them the way I like, I might see what I need and maybe consider buying a couple more. Is that wasteful? I could donate these. Could make do a giveaway for you guys. Anyway, I think I'm gonna... Can you see the difference? You definitely can. I'm gonna think about it while we get ready to move the plants in. All right, final views of, I guess, my 2024 season planty porch. I'm gonna try to walk backwards. I'm probably gonna trip over a dog. But the first thing I'm gonna do is water everybody. I think I'm going to take everybody off of the shelves, put them on the ground, water and fertilize everybody before we bring them inside, just because it's so much easier. Try Tucker. And then we'll get to moving. I also want to clean off all my plant racks and get them inside. I kind of want to take all the inside plants out here too to give them a bath and a fertilize. And then I'll have like literally all my plants in one place so I can figure out how I want everything to go. So that's it. Time to get started. Can I just show you two plants real quick? These are two of my favorites, actually. So I have this Sansevieria. I can't remember. I don't know what kind. I love this. It's my favorite one. And it is absolutely rupturing out of its pot. Like, it's so rooted that the pot is warped. It's pushing upward. It needs a new home. So we'll address that today. And then I have this cool Thanksgiving cactus, which I wanted to show you guys the power of sun stressing. Isn't this cool? Like, I have this in full sun, and these leaves turn like absolutely purple. The new growth is not as purple, like it comes in green, and then the areas that the light hits turn purple. So you can kind of see the progression there. And then the older leaves that have been in the sun the longest are totally purple. Really cool, right? He's a little thirsty, but anyway, I just wanted to show you those guys. So it feels a little counterproductive. Oh, am I crooked? It feels a little counterproductive to take everybody outside just to take everybody back inside. But I think I have like 35 plants inside, or I did. And I just want to clean them up, get them ready for winter. It also gives me a chance to look at them and find, you know, things like this. Like, oh, desperately in need of a repot. So, I'm almost done. Do you guys remember last fall when I chopped up my giant monstera and put it in like 7 different glass leca pots? I think I did that last fall. Check out the rootage, and they're all growing great. I've given a couple of them away, but anyway, super easy. I just love snake plants. They're some of my favorite plants ever. Don't let people tell you they're boring or that they don't grow. They do both. And I want to group my snake plants again this year. Last year I had them in my little plant room all on one table, but they didn't have a lot of light. So this year I want to do something different with them. Just haven't decided what yet. Okay, I think that was all of my downstairs plants. I have a few upstairs, but most of them are hanging, and I wash them in the shower. I might have one monstera upstairs. I do. I think we're good. I've told you guys about this plant in many videos. This is one of the very first houseplants I ever bought. It's a fiddle-leaf fig. I bought it in like 2017, back when they were all the rage. And this stupid thing has barely grown in 8 years, except to look sadder and sadder. But it hasn't died. So I just can't bring myself to get rid of it. I think I'm going to cut these 2 leaves off and just... He's trying to look like a tree. So I also don't really take care of him. It's all my fault. I don't really water him very often. He's in horrible soil. I had another really big one. Oh, it's over there. I was like, so I spent like $75 on this like 8 years ago when they were, you know, kind of trending. And he's, I don't know, I'd like to look back on the picture when I got him, but he's done like nothing for me. And then I think 2 years ago I found at Walmart, they had these big ones, I'll show you later, these big fiddle leaf figs. Bushy, nice, super nice, for like $12. I should just get rid of this guy, but I feel guilty. I don't even like him, and I tell him that. That's also not good for your plants, right? I should be nicer to him. He's maybe been with me longer than any other plant that I have. Anyway. I really should do a little update video on my Albo Monstera. If you plant people are still watching, I have made so many videos about this stupid plant. He's now in self-watering, well, he's in leca in glass. If you guys saw the last video, I put him in this glass bowl and there's no drainage. But this little jerk is growing. Do you see all the new leaves? There's a lot. They're smaller, but he's actually growing for the first time in like 3 years. Actually, he's been growing great all year long. So I'll do another video about him later. He still kind of annoys me, but he's finally starting to look nice. I still need a solution because this glass has no drainage, but he just needs a bath for today. Okay. Well, hi, Luca. Do you remember this part of the year? Yeah. I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse while I water everybody and then fertilize everybody. If you saw my last video, you saw what I did last week to prep everyone to come in, which was everybody who lives outside got a shower, and then I did some pest control, but I did not fertilize. So today I'm going to do one last good shower and a fertilize before, you know, when they're inside you have to be careful when you're watering. Out here I don't. So I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse, play you some open source non-copyrighted music. I'm going to play some of my own music, so I'm going to mute you guys and get everybody ready to move inside. Bath time is complete. Now I'm gonna take everybody off the racks. I'm gonna wipe the racks down and move them inside, and then it's time to decorate. What is my plan for this year? I have no idea. We'll figure it out as we go. That's the fun part. Can we just take a minute to look at the view from our front porch? I still sometimes can't believe we live here. Surrounded by trees. The leaves are starting to change. Our Japanese maple has faded to like this dark greenish purple, and it's dropping its leaves. It's just so pretty here. Okay, all of my plant racks are inside, and it's good timing because my memory card is full, my battery is dying, and our one and only neighbor has just come out to mow his grass. But we're gonna relocate inside for the fun part. Hi, me again. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. Please don't forget to give the video a like if you enjoy it, and click the subscribe button so you don't miss any more content. I'm also going to leave some links in the description for other ways that you can follow us if you'd like to. Let's get back to it. Alright, let me just show you what I'm working with here. This is my before. So I moved all the racks inside. It's kind of weird to get a good angle of this room. But we have, from my house in Austin, we have two of these sort of console things. There's one there and one over there that the racks are on, those shorter racks. So I bought two of these short baker's racks. If you want to see my height, I'm 5'11". So I have these like taller than me racks. I have 5 of them. And then over here, I have these two shorter ones that I just sat on top of this console thingy. This is like a wine bar zone. So these I got from At Home, which I think is all over America. You can order them online too. Just search for baker's racks, 5-tier baker's racks. I never remember. I think there's something like Gothic. I think that's what they're called, Gothic 5-tier baker's racks. And those are 3-tier. They're $90 each or so, maybe 80 to 100, somewhere in there. And I love them. I take them outside, I get them wet, I bring them inside. And I've bought like a new one every year. I think this year I bought 2 new ones. So we have a little bit of a different setup here, but I just have more plants. So anyway, those are my zones. And then I have this console here that I put plants on. I just took some off of it to water them. So I need to clean the glass there. Last year I had all my snake plants on there because if you can tell, this is kind of a dark room actually. It's got lots of windows, or it's got 2 windows, but they point out onto the covered porch. So you don't get a lot of light in here. So I've put the snake plants there thinking they're low light, but I want to do something different with that zone. So I actually bought, it's coming tomorrow, this like hanging pendant light that just plugs into an outlet. And then I have full spectrum light bulbs. Actually, this lamp behind me, I use it for filming at night too, because it's got 5 bulbs, but they're also full spectrum. So you can just buy full spectrum light bulbs and put them in your existing lamps and your plants will love it. So that's what I do. So I bought that pendant thing, which I'm going to hang over that console. Ignore the entire mess inside of it. That'll come tomorrow. So I want to display some of my bigger plants there, because with these racks you get a little bit limited in the size of your plants. You can always fold up racks if you want to give you more room. But and I just bought 2 more this year, so there should be enough space. But I figured let's use this as more of a display of some cool stuff. So it is a little dark in here, so I'm gonna mount you guys somewhere and probably speed myself up and give you some music again while I move everybody inside, and we'll just check in periodically. Okay? This is the fun part. The sad part is over. It is sad to have porch season shut down, but it's also really fun to decorate and have my planty jungle inside. So let's get to it. The front porch is officially plantless, except for 2 ferns. I still have 2 ferns hanging out there. Everybody is inside. I really like how everything looks. I usually, after I put all my plants inside, spend a couple weeks like adjusting and shifting and trying new things, but for the most part, it looks really good in here. There's no grow lights on my stands, which I know I said I was gonna do. But I think what I'm gonna do, because when I film in here, you guys see that wall behind me. So I think I'm gonna use those dimmer lights back there. And then I'll just use the ones that I have up here. They're perfectly good grow lights. They're bright, but you can dim them. And the only thing I really kind of didn't like about them was how harsh they were in the background of my videos. But my background for my videos is that way. So I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, so when you come in the front door, if you turn left, this is what's gonna greet you. I'm just gonna give you guys a little tour. Don't look in my kitchen, it's a disaster of plant pots and leaf cuttings. I have that Billy Etier. I've had it for a couple of years. It's huge, and I'm like, maybe I can just fill that corner. I also wanted really tall plants on these higher, on the top shelves, to kind of make the room look bigger, you know? If they reach up toward the ceiling, the room looks bigger. Let me move around this table here. Oops, I can't, you guys didn't see that. YouTube doesn't like us to show those things. So this is this little zone. It'll look better with the grow lights. This is that bigger fiddly fig that I told you about. I need to use my plant Velcro and train it sort of upward a little bit more. But this is my other zone. Now in previous years I only had one plant stand here in the corner at an angle, but I bought 2 more this spring. So there's that. And then the second one that I bought this year is going to go here in between the windows. Everything looks really dark because it's backlit from outside, but it is looking good. Very jungly. And I have actually downsized my plants since last year. Well, no, the other thing is I have more plant stands in here. Because I only have like 2 plants on each shelf for the most part. 3 on a couple of shelves if it's like tiny plants. But it was jam-packed in here last winter. So I like that the plants are more spread out throughout the room and that they have more room to breathe. So that's where we're at so far. But now I want the grow lights up. So I'm gonna one by one take all these plants off the shelves, put the grow lights on, and then put the plants back. I dedicated the entire day today toward doing this project, so we'll keep going. Okay, that's a million times better. If you guys want to see what this plant room looked like last year, just check out all those videos. I have a bunch of my plant room videos from last year. The lights were great. They were pretty harsh. This is it's a warm white. It's perfect. Let me get you guys a little closer. It's perfect. It gives light to the plants and this super cozy vibe. It's real dark here in the winter, and we actually spend a lot of time in this room. I study in here. We'll have little cocktails in here. Even just like the regular white lights of the fish tank, this is so much better. So I'm not putting the grow lights on the other stands. I just ordered 4 more on Amazon. So they will come tomorrow too. So we are gonna call it a day for today. I love that look. I feel like the yellowish golden light works with the green leaves. So we're gonna call it a day for today. And tomorrow we're gonna get more grow lights. We're gonna get our pendant light. So we will wrap this project up tomorrow. For tonight, I'm gonna go and clean up the porch because it's covered in dirt and gross stuff from not being swept pretty much all year where the plants were. So that's my plan for the evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It's the next day and all of my grow lights have arrived. Those are my new ones over there. I think I mentioned yesterday. I put those up and I immediately was like, yes, I like that they're full spectrum, but that they're not quite as harsh as those stark white ones that I've had for years. It gives it such a cozy glow, especially in the evenings when it's dark here. So I ordered all new ones. I need 1, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Somehow I ended up with 5. Am I miscalculating? Anyway, I'm sure I'll find a use for it. So I think this is gonna look so nice. We are going to put these together. I was gonna mention I did try to use the magnet thingies and they just don't work with the way my baker's racks are set up. So zip ties it is. But I can't get over how good that looks. And Andrew, who isn't even a plant person, he really just tolerates my plants, came in last night and he was like, wow, that looks really good. I've downsized a fair bit with my plants, although it may be hard to believe that. So much so that for the most part, I only have like 2 plants per shelf, and that makes it look way less crowded. It almost looks like a display case now. I think last year I had like 3 on each shelf. Having said that, I have gotten 2 new racks since last year, so maybe that's why. I don't know if I have more plants now or less, but it looks way tidier. And I think with these cozy bulbs, it's just gonna look so nice. So I'm gonna get to work on putting these together. For some reason, Amazon's making 2 deliveries today. My pendant light has not arrived yet, but just getting these up will feel like a big accomplishment. You guys should stick around to the end of this video because I'm gonna do a giveaway, sort of. I'm gonna do a little bit of a competition for my other grow lights. If you guys would like to have them because they work just fine, I'm just trading them for these ones. So stay tuned. What do you guys think? I think it looks great. The outlets on this wall are a little bit weird, both of them. They're a little bit like angled so that your things you want to plug in tend to pop out a little bit. So I had a little bit of a struggle getting this connected, but we should be in good shape now. And I think it looks great. 1 down, 3 to go. Okay, we're ready to light these guys up and see how it looks. So good, right? So good. I gotta trim on my little zip tie ends and tidy up the cables a little bit, but it looks so good. 1 left over here. Okay, last one. Love it. Perfect. This looks so good. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I'm going to turn off my filming lights so that you guys can kind of get the ambiance here. Andrew, last night when he saw just that one shelf lit up, he was like, can we get warm lights for the fish tank instead of the harsh white? That's how cozy it is. I wonder if that's possible. Anyway, let me trim all these little ends from my zip ties, turn off my lights, and I'll show you what we're working with. Well, this is it. Now, for context, it is the middle of the day, and it's a bright, sunny day outside. But like I said, these windows go out to a covered porch, so there's never any direct sunlight in here. So this is kind of like the ambient middle of the day lighting. In other words, fairly dark. But I turned off all my other lights so you guys can see the vibes. I can't wait to show this to you in the evening. It's so cozy. I even turned off the bright light from the fish tank so you could get the full effect. Pretty cute. You know, doing stuff like this really kind of like reinvigorates my excitement about taking care of houseplants. It's been quite the busy year, and I've been doing plenty of crochet, as you guys know, in my free time. And my plants have just kind of been coasting along in the summer, but when they come in the fall and winter, you know, you get to be physically closer to them, you get to see them a little bit more, and then, you know, it's winter and it's cold, so you have to do little indoor plant projects, repotting and trimming and all that kind of thing that kind of gives you the opportunity to pay more attention to your plants. There's me. So, I love this. I'm still waiting for my little pendant light to come, which is going to hang, I hope it's going to work out, but it's going to hang over my little monsteras. I have 2 Thai and 1 regular green monstera, and I might think about putting my elbow in here if the pendant light provides good lighting. We'll see. For now, I think I'll leave you guys. I'll do one more check-in once the pendant light is up, but I'm super happy with how it's looking. I am so happy with how this room turned out. I just love it. I love how the lights look. It's perfect. I decided against the pendant lights. I got them, I received them. I did not like how they looked. I didn't like the big black cord snaking across my ceiling and my wall. And the lights that I'm using for filming, I think I mentioned, there's actually 5 light bulbs in this lamp, and they're full spectrum lights. And I keep the lamp in that corner where those plants are. So I think that will be fine. I didn't like the pendant look. But I love how this turned out. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, so cozy here to have winters in this room. It makes it feel like you're in a jungle instead of in the cold New York winter. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, comment below. Let me know what you're doing with your plants for the winter. Any thoughts? Any opinions? Sure. I'm happy to chat with you guys below. There's all kinds of links. So like the video. You can subscribe to the video. You can become a member if you like. There's a link in the description, or you can click the join button below the video. Memberships are as cheap as 99 cents a month. There's different tiers. Different perks come with the different tiers, so you can check all of that out below if you'd like. You can follow us on Instagram. You can join our Facebook group. It's mostly about crochet, to be fair, but everybody's welcome. Post your plant pics in there too. You can, if you enjoy this content, I'm trying to raise money for the World Wildlife Fund so that I can run the New York City Marathon in like 2 weeks. There's a link below. I have $1,400 more to raise, so if you're feeling generous, there's a link below. or just comment on the video. That's free and just as good. So I hope everybody enjoyed. I hope you're having a nice fall season. We definitely are. And until next time, take care, guys.